The end. Minecraft's most barren, most desolate dimension. With Minecraft Live just about here now and rumors going wild, today we're gonna start to dive into an end update, beating with the Stronghold and the first island. In this one right here, we already talked about how it actually might already be happening. So today, what would it look like? Just for fun. Alright, so if you want to talk full out, all the way, 100% end update, there's only one spot we could begin. And of course, that's where everything end related begins. The Stronghold. In a potentially very close, very future Minecraft 1.21 end update, I don't think they should change anything about how you actually find the Stronghold or anything like that. It's a great system, and it's perfect. Though also, I feel like it's probably pretty relevant for me to say, but all of the experiments and what we're going to check out today, the beautiful Stronghold, the amazing, amazing End Island, we're going to check it out in semi-survival. Semi-survival, so clearly, as you can see here, is day number 1, and I'm quite geared up. In fact, exceedingly so. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful valley. With a cherry blossom, this small water down there, and the village at the end. Whew, so serene. The best way to check out all of this stuff we'll be checking out today and immerse ourselves in it all the way 100%, well, it's going to be from the ground in survival Minecraft. And so, just a tiny bit of time later, and I think I've done it. The eyes have been hovering right over to like this approximate spot on the ground for a little while now. Lads, I think it's time to dig straight down. Maybe somewhere else. And a potential, hopefully very possible, Minecraft 1.21 end update, I do think that maybe locating the Stronghold, or like getting all the way down to it, it could be a little bit different. I've always thought nearby caves would be the way to go. It would be really cool if the devs could guarantee that a nearby cave entrance will 100% lead all the way down to the Stronghold. Somehow. Oh, no way, that's crazy. What are the chances of that? ALD 500s with a feather falling forward, just in case I fall when I fall straight down inside of this thing? Oh, that's perfect, and it actually makes this so much quicker, too. So I haven't seen any of the inside of the structure, but I do know that we're looking at something that's going to be like a million trillion times bigger and better here with this Stronghold. This Stronghold, as long as I'm like lined up, I don't think there's going to be any chance that I should be able to miss it. Oh, there's no chance that I can miss it. There's no chance at all. Alright, so I know we have a Stronghold upgrade here, and I know things are going to look way better and a little bit bigger. A bunch of... Well, that was a terrible time to hiccup. I know that everything is going to look way, way different, and in fact, oh, that's huge. Look at this gigantic room that we land in right away. Oh, blackstone all over the wall. Banners, too. Ooh, that's a beautiful looking banner, too. And a gigantic, like... Yeah, a gigantic fountain, too. You see, nowadays, Minecraft 1.20, 1.21, this is how the Stronghold should look. Why is the Stronghold such an ancient old structure and so tiny? I mean, this is the entrance to a whole nother dimension, a whole nother aspect, side of the game, and we get like an ancient old tiny room. Nothing like this. Oh, and look at this too, the lanterns. It's in the subtle details here, lads. There are so many blocks that have been added to the game since the Stronghold was made, like... Maybe even this stuff right here, terracotta or concrete, whatever this stuff is. Now, I don't think any of this stuff was in the game when the Stronghold was made. So I saw literally just stone bricks and mossy stone. Wow, walking around this thing, this truly feels like a temple, some kind of like gateway into the other dimension, something that you would kind of expect to be so major here. I love these statues too, that's beautiful, but I think we should probably move on with the structure here. What in the world is this? Another statue holding... Maybe gold? Birchwood. It's truly terrifying. And then, oh, big, tall corridors. Strange, almost dead-end looking rooms. Is there something? Oh, there is something beyond. Oh. Well, that looks dangerous. Oh, that looks so dangerous. And I think there's only one thing that I should do, and that's probably jump all the way down into the bottom of this thing and take out the skeleton. Excuse me, sir. What do we have here? Alright, so I'm gonna have to think a little bit more strategically about all this here. Maybe remove some of the traps that are all over this thing. But that's really cool. That's such a smart idea. The Stronghold as it stands right now, being so familiar and old, there's like no danger or challenge or anything like that. I love the idea of more traps inside of this thing, and I also love the idea of setting my spawn in the central room. So according to Young's description of the Stronghold revamp here, we've got tons of new components to the structure, including like 15 different new types of corridors, rooms, and hallways. There's gonna be a lot to check out here. And it looks like we're really, really deep too, like all the way down at deep slate level. That's pretty cool. What do we got behind door number? Oh, behind door number 1 is a creeper. Very nice. Surprise. Yeah, see right there, it's in the subtle details though. Even like a spruce door, you would never see that in the modern stronghold because it was never inside of the modern stronghold. And ooh, what's this? A storeroom. We got leads, we got cake, we got compass, map, paper. Oh, that's such a cool idea. Hey, wait a second, hold on. Anything behind the loot? Anything hidden deeply and mysteriously behind the loot? No. Oh, that would have been so cool. Alright, so backtracking it here a little bit, let's see what was behind the creeper door. It sounds like I have a lot of mobs over here or something. And the much improved jail, too. I love it. Is it a terrible idea to run through the whole jail sector and just flick open every single door? Look at the benches inside of here, too, with the andesite. I'm gonna keep that in mind for the future. I'm not really in line with the Swedish idea of what jail should be, but I mean, we'll take it. Landing ourselves smack dab back in the middle corridor here, I think I've basically checked out that entire wing. Let's take on this one. One thing that I can confidently say while moving around through these corridors, just a tiny bits of our, what is this? The barracks here. This makes the structure so much more functional. If you were like taking this on inside of a server, you don't need to make like a loading room or anything like that. You already got it here. Just find it and queue it up. Lads, we're ready to go. One thing that I can confidently say while moving around through this structure already is the tall corridors, like these tall hallways, they make you feel so much more small and makes the structure feel so much more grand and important. Like, I feel like, honestly, even in the plain old vanilla one, just making the structure a little bit taller, like that would almost do it. Anyways, my favorite room of the classic stronghold, the library. It looks like we found ourselves a small study or something like that. We got a table. Yes, we got armor trim inside of it, so we still got the good modern loot. And we got lecterns actually being used. You see, this is what I'm saying. In the modern era of Minecraft the Stronghold, there are so many more blocks that could be inside of this thing. I'm not even seeing it here, but not to mention the chisel bookshelf as well. Why in the world does the Stronghold that has bookshelves all over the place not have a single chisel bookshelf anywhere? Like, that'd be a great way to show off the blocks that are actually in the game and what they're for. And a surprise spawner. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Young, what are you doing here? Secret spawner hidden in the very back of the stronghold. I kind of love it. It's a low-key fire. That's so cool. With such an end-game structure, I mean, it's like literally the entrance to the end over here. Why are there not like more challenge inside of the modern stronghold too? Like a couple more stronghold spawner rooms or something like that? Why not? That'd be sweet. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. The structure. It's the structure that just keeps on getting better and better and better. The barracks. No. We found the barracks. The armory. Technically speaking, this is the armory with actually utilizing armor stands and the other cool things. Ooh, some nice treasure, too. If we utilize the other things in the game, it would be beautiful to see an armor trimming station inside of this thing, too. Oh, we got the lava right there, the forge. And yes, the armor trimming station. That's what I'm talking about. This is actually late game now. It's wonderful. Alright, so right outside of the tool room, I find a staircase that probably leads up to the second layer, but far off in the distance, I see something that maybe intrigues me even more. We need to work our way over there. Wait a second. Why in the world was that skeleton holding a sword? What? Ha ha ha, the diamond altar room. This looks like a tomb. I know what any good explorer should do when one finds a tomb. Of course, yes, one should open said tomb. Yes, unleash and unlock all ancient generational diseases. All for an iron sword. Oh, that's evil. That's disgusting and that's vile. Alright, so moving on to the rest of the structure, we start to see some of the rooms that we've seen before. An armory, that makes sense. After all, Minecraft structure is a Minecraft structure. It's kind of like randomly generated. You're going to get a little bit of familiarity going on. That's what makes it Minecraft. Oh, you're going to get a little bit of familiarity going on until you find a gigantic balcony. What in the world have I found here? Huh. A ruined portal smack dab in the middle of the structure. I don't mind if I do. A ruined portal smack dab in the middle of the structure. Oh, this is so fascinating. What in the world is going on here? It's like an altar. Oh, and that's beautiful. This is an interruption. A small pause. Guys, lads, laddies, everybody. What do you think about all of this whole exploring business? Do you like videos like this? If the answer is yes, let me know by tapping like in this video. I'd love to make more. Library. Wonderful library. Is this study? Is this gonna be basically the same as the last one? Not you. Ha, yeah. From the looks of this thing. Taking a little gander around here. Yeah, we got the spawner in the back with the spiders inside of it and bookshelves all over the place. It's kind of the same vibe. That's cool. Over here, we've got a structure that just keeps on going and going and going. This structure, the stronghold, as you can see from the sped up part of the exploration, it's big. This stronghold is by far like 1,000,000 trillion, quadrillion maybe even times bigger than the current stronghold. I also like how this stronghold feels way more central. Alright, so entering the second story of the stronghold here. The story that we jumped right past. Well. You hold on a minute. That's like the grand prize room. We're gonna remember that. We'll mark it with the staircase that I will clearly never forget. We'll be coming right back to you. Entering the second layer of the stronghold here, the cafeteria, the fallout debunker. This is what this is giving, actually. Some kind of strange, deranged experiment going on in a post-apocalyptic, blocky society or something like that. Yes, this is so cool. I love how they make this wall right here, like, look like it almost ends, but it actually doesn't. It's a hidden prison. What in the world did the subject do? So terrible to be locked behind a wall. It's tragic. Given how the devs are all about, like, lore nowadays, I would love to see some kind of structure. Oh, I remember this room. I would love to see some kind of structure revamp where there's, like, a little bit more storytelling elements going on. Now, I don't know if I missed something or what, or maybe I'm supposed to do it myself. I kind of highly doubt that, but I didn't find a way over to this side of the structure. Aha! That's how you go up. A big grand staircase. I love it. Well, this is an interesting room. Perhaps this is the cafeteria. The end cafeteria. You have your final meal, or hopefully not final meal, before you go and take on the end in here. I like the scaffolding. I like the tables. This is cool. This is giving me so much inspiration for the guide. Wait. This is a different... Oh, it's a different, like, gear room. Yeah, it's like a different variant of the armor room. That's cool. And I still love the banners all over the thing. That one in particular. I need that. That's terrifying. I want that hanging on my wall. All right, I think we've done it. I think we finally found it. This might be some kind of grand... Yes, it is some kind of another big grand room with a big library. No! How did I do that? It's a big, grand, central, proper main library inside of this thing. We've got skeletons and mobs. It's dark all over the place, so we need to be very, very careful. And even more books on lecterns. I love it. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm just trying to check out a book or do whatever you like to do inside of a library. You leave me alone. Aha! I was wondering if there was gonna be chests hidden on the bookshelves. Yes, sure enough. Definitely loot. Yes. Certainly. Loot hidden all over this room, including under the staircases. That's so cool. Side note, I feel like I've just been saying that's so cool, that's so amazing, that's so whatever, like every single chance in today's video. Like, that's all I'm saying. Oh, from up top, it's amazing. Look at the giant tables in the middle that nobody blew up on accident, and the big bookshelves, and just like the full grandness of this room. So overall, moving around throughout this library room that is absolutely gigantic and just lighting it up, checking it out, we've got to look at a library that should actually be. Young Stronghold is certainly a beautiful and really, really amazing version of this structure, but laddies, I think it's time. There's only one room that we can head for now, and that's going to be the end portal room, the grand target itself. I'm really curious as to what Young maybe did with this room. How has it changed? Making our dramatic walk into the final room, and oh, right off the bat, it's changed. It's changed for sure. We got way more lava, a proper bridge walking us all the way over to the end too. What happens if I jump off? Nothing happens. I'm just stuck. Oh, silverfish. The silverfish from somewhere. Right there, probably. Front and center. They jump into the room. Not so fast. And then the end portal. Oh, it's so cool. It's now floating. Oh, that's amazing. So far, we've been checking out what is called Young's Better Stronghold. Of course, an end update. It should only begin with the stronghold, though. If we're going to talk about an end update, we need to talk about the actual end itself. And to talk about the actual end itself, it's time. It's about time we jump into the portal and check this out. Immediately, right off the bat, everything is different. And this isn't part of the Stronghold overhaul or nothing like that. This is part of Young's Better End Island. So ominously, right off the beginning, the bell sets the tone. A bell rings. We start to walk around. The towers, the pillars are so much better. It's evil now. This is not good. With that bell ominously ringing, and actually, notice what's not flying around immediately. But softly and slowly, our ears, they hone back into the booming bell in the background. That's the focus, the key. as to what we should be doing right now. So hold up, rewind. Instead of a plain, like 5x5 obsidian square, when we join the end, we get like a strange, small room. After that, just like before, or just like nowadays, before the end update that hopefully is announced next week, we get an end island. The end island, as far as I'm aware, is going to be relatively the same, at least when it comes to size. But the pillars themselves, they've gotten way more beautiful, and way more evil looking. Following the noise of the bell and the spectral effect, we're drawn towards the center of the end island. As we start walking up towards where that old portal once was, as we start walking up, we find a strange cathedral, an ancient church, perhaps, an abandoned temple, with bells ringing constantly. Now, walking around this island, before we just jump into the middle of that thing with the crystals over there, it's pretty much the same. We've got pillars surrounding the whole central thing, except now they're like actual daggers cutting into the sky. Aside from that, on the outside of the pillars, we've just got the end island. You don't really want to run around out here because, of course, you know how it goes. Dragon taps you once and woof, right into the void you go. This thing, over here at the top middle of this whole cathedral, we can see the bell that is ringing and creating this booming sound. It's basically setting the tone for what's about to begin. As you can see here, the end dragon, it has not popped in, or at least it hasn't yet until we get close enough to this thing. As soon as we walk into this structure and get nice and close, explosions, they begin. We're gonna slowly climb up this spiral right here, all the way up to the top. We wanna ring the bell. We ring this bell right here, and the fight begins. Immediately, as you can see, the pillars are being destructed. They're kind of blown up, and oh, who is that? Good old Betsy. Betsy is roaring from the sky, way high up there, and the end fight, it kicks off. Just like that, the dragon has been summoned, and the battle begins. So check this out. With this version of the end fight, instead of walking right into the end and it's dragon fight immediately, you actually have to walk into the middle and trigger the fight. The temple in the middle has exploded and just gone, unfortunately. From this point on in your end battle, because of course you didn't forget any arrows or nothing like that. No. From this point on in your end battle, it's just like old times. This pack, Young's Better End Island, it doesn't change the dragon fight at all. You bring your trusty bow, you bring your trusty perfect flawless aim every time. Take them all out. For this part of the fight, the only thing that has changed, I suppose gotten a little bit more difficult, if you will, is the cage pillars. They're harder to hit now. Instead of being able to like cheese the caged pillars from the ground, you're gonna actually have to like tower up here and break the bars out yourself. Carefully, hopefully that doesn't hurt me. Yep, perfect. The dragon, when it flies over to the middle to land, it still lands over at the middle, except now it's gonna land way up at the top of the tower and kind of hover around. That's gonna make it a whole lot harder to hit it with your sword. You're gonna have to like climb it or build some kind of scaffolding setup on the side of the tower. But anyways, Young's beautiful, a much better end island, and the stronghold update of our dreams. If a Minecraft 1.21 is an end update, we need to look at something like this. And by the way, if you were curious, when you take out the ender dragon, just like normal, the dragon's gonna fly into the air, and then the end portal to exit the end, go right back to the stronghold, it's gonna open up right in the center, just like it always will. You see? End egg, end portal. What do you think? What would you like to see out of an end update? Let me know down below. If you like the look of anything that we took a look at today, then check out the links down in the description. And big shout out to Young. This is like perfection, literally. Patron gang, a big shout out. Andrew H, Gabriel Y, Fire Dragon 19, Infamous MC, The Great Vegeta, Michael H, and Skelly Wampus. You're all the best. Until next time, lads, this has been me, Waddles. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.